Hi all. So this is our guided practice 21, 5.6 on exponentials and log functions. We've already done the first four, which were all solving exponential functions, and now we're going to solve the last two, which are the log functions. Now for number 5, I have two logs here, and in order for this to work, I need to put my logs together. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract the log of 3x minus 2. When I do that, I get the log of x plus 1 minus the log of 3x minus 2 equals 2. Now I want to put those logs back together so that I have one log. At most, you can have one log on each side. Okay. So we're going to make that the log of, it's going to be equal to 2. And then we're going to use our properties here. So we're using them in reverse. Right now it's subtraction. To put them back together, subtraction becomes division. So the positive one goes on top and the negative one goes on the bottom. Now what we want to do is get rid of that log. That's a log base 10. So I'm going to raise everything and make those the powers with a base of 10, like that. And what happens is that a log base 10 and a power of 10 cancel each other out. And so we get x plus 1 over 3x minus 2. On the right, you have 10 squared. 10 squared is 100. So now we're going to solve a regular equation. We know how to do this. So we're going to clear our fractions. So multiply by 3x minus 2. It's two terms, so in parentheses. We're going to go ahead and cancel the 3x minus 2. And we get x plus 1 equals 100 times 3x minus 2. We can go ahead and get rid of those parentheses by distributing. So that's going to give me x plus 1 equals 300x minus 200. And then we're moving all the x's to one side. So subtract this one and add the 200. That'll give me 201 equals 299x. Then you're just going to divide both sides by your 299 to get your x by itself. So that gives you x equals 201 over 299, which if you put this into a calculator, I've done it ahead of time, is about 2.1-ish. Okay, so that's our solution. We do want to check, and the reason why I got the decimal value is to check to make sure that it doesn't make any of our logs negative, because that would mean it wouldn't actually work. So if you plug 2.01 in here, actually, I'm sorry, it isn't 2.01. Okay, and when you go up here, and it's something less than 1 that's positive. So on the left, you have x plus 1. If you plug it in there, that's going to give you something a little less than 1 plus 1 is definitely a positive number, and the log of a positive works. Over here with the 3x minus 2, if you take that number times 3 and subtract 2, if you multiply it by 3, you actually get 2.01. And that minus 2 is also something that's positive, so it does work. Okay, so we can keep that as our answer. For number 6, we're going to do a similar situation. So I'm going to try to move all my logs together and all of my numbers by themselves. Okay, so to do that, first, I'm going to reverse my rule about multipliers. So they're going to go up as a power. And that means we will have the ln of x squared plus 3 minus the ln of x plus 1 equals the ln of 2 cubed. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move all my ln's to the right to keep that 3 positive. So I'm going to subtract ln of x squared, and I'm going to add the ln of x plus 1. So I'm going to subtract ln of x squared and add the ln of x plus 1. Then on the left, I just have 3. Okay? And on the right, I have the natural log of 8, which is 2 cubed, minus the ln of x squared plus the ln of x plus 1. And I'm going to put all of that back together as one giant ln. And so anything that's positive goes in the numerator, anything that's negative goes in the denominator. So this is 8 times x plus 1 over x squared. Now, yeah, I want to get rid of the ln, so I'm going to use its base, and that base is e, and I'm going to make the base for each of these. That way my ln and the e cancel out. So I will have 8 times x plus 1 over x squared equals e cubed. Now this gets all sorts of awkward here, but it is what it is. So if we distribute on the top, that's 8x plus 8 equals e cubed times the x squared. Now note here, you can't have x equals 0 is not an answer, right? Because it's in the denominator, and we're multiplying it to the other side. From here, you're trying to solve this. So this is 0 equals e cubed x squared minus 8x minus 8, which you can do using quadratic formula. It's going to be super awkward because your a is e cubed, and we're not going to get a nice answer. So we're going to leave it like that. Okay, going to leave it like that.